alleles. What is it? Multiple alleles inheritance is another pattern of inheritance that is different from the others. Although individuals carry 2 alleles for a gene, in some circumstances, more than 2 possible alleles exist in the population. So the homozygous dominant individual has type A and B blood, and the homozygous recessive individual has type O blood, and the heterozygotes could be either AO for A blood type, BO for B blood type, or AB for a codominant blood type. Multiple alleles inheritance sample problem. Example 1, feather color in pigeons. BA is the dominant allele, which means it has ash red feathers. Capital B is recessive to BA, but also dominant to lowercase b, which means it has blue feathers, and lowercase b is recessive, which means it has chocolate feathers. So I'm first going to highlight all the dominant alleles, which is the BA. And next I'm going to highlight the capital Bs, which are the recessive allele to BA. Now I'm just highlighting the lowercase b's, which are the recessive alleles. And last but not least, the capital B, which is dominant to lowercase b. So for the phenotypes, we know that BA is the dominant allele, so anything that has BA in it is going to be ash red. So that means the first one should be ash red. And the second one should also be ash red because it has BA in it. The next one would be blue because it has a capital B, which would normally be recessive to BA, but since there's a lowercase b next to it, it is dominant, so it's going to be blue. The next one has 2 capital B's, so that means it has blue feathers. This one has 2 lowercase b's, which means it has chocolate feathers. And this last one has the dominant allele, so it means it is going to be ash red. So the first 3 genotypes and phenotypes are going to be heterozygous because they have 2 different alleles in them. The next one is homozygous recessive because it has 2 recessive B's. And the next one is also homozygous recessive because it has 2 lowercase recessive B's. And the last one is homozygous dominant because it has 2 dominant alleles. Using a Punnett square, show a cross among an ash red heterozygous male who also carries the chocolate allele, and a blue heterozygous female. So we know it's ash red, which means it's going to have BA in it, because BA is the dominant allele, so we can put that here. And since it also carries the chocolate allele, we're going to put the lowercase b. And as we wrote up before, the blue heterozygous female will be uppercase b, lowercase b. So now it is time to cross the 2 parents. So now that we have crossed the parents, we can conclude that the ash red babies, there will be 2 out of 4 of them because there are 2 out of 4 that have the dominant allele, which is the same thing as 50%. And there is 1 out of 4 blue babies because there's 1 out of 4 that has the capital B and the lowercase b, which is the same thing as 25%. And there will be 1 out of 4 chocolate babies because there is 1 out of 4 that has the 2 lowercase b's, which is also 25%.